I Write in just a moment.
I Write, St. Lucia's latest radio drama.
This man is making me crazy. I cannot deal with this.
With Bienfait, I Write.
I just can't with all of these responsibilities.
Every Monday.
I hear the two. And you perpetuating them kind of nastiness.
St. Lucia's latest hot radio drama.
And of course, when I say good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, my name is Mr. McCarry in tonight with the program I Write. And of course, it's coming up right now. Like McCarthy's show. A lot of things coming out in this one. So stay tuned. We're going into the program I Write, Moi Bien Fait, right now.
Previously on I Write.
And you just fired Evan because of your own prejudices, which are false, no doubt. So please, get out of my space.
Well, make me move her.
I'd already tell you to get out.
What is
of
oh my god.
my
Stop. Don't
face.
What's so funny, Lincoln?
You.
Me.
Yeah. Look at you. All grown up. How does it feel?
How does what feel?
Well, to see you put your best friend behind bars.
Lincoln, you put your own self in jail. Don't come with that.
Well, thanks to me, you are what you are today. I in jail, and you?
Lincoln, this was all your own doing.
Yeah.
I kept warning you over and over, but would you listen?
Wait a minute. So, when did you warn me about wanting my wife?
I need a haircut. Baba, fix me up with a haircut then.
Owen.
Huh?
What you doing here, Mr. Man? What's up?
I just need a haircut.
But Owen, you were just there a couple of days ago.
That was a while.
You don't need look at Owen. Hey, Owen.
Yeah.
Everything okay?
Yes, I just had an episode there with Lincoln, and so...
Lincoln again, eh?
Nah, not like that.
What happened to him now?
Lincoln.
When? Produce. Oh, my friend.
I had to arrest Lincoln.
What?
No, not like that, Al.
Oh, sorry.
It's alright. It's okay.
So what happened?
If I tell you,
Yes, tell me.
Well, first Lincoln had a heart attack.
He had what?
A heart attack, man.
Serves him right.
Al.
Okay.
Anyway,
so
I went to the hospital to visit Lincoln.
How is he though?
Well, at the time, better than both of us. You know, the man actually walked out of the hospital without being discharged.
But that's not dangerous, sir?
Yeah, but of course. So
wow.
The man come dive and all.
Okay.
He came home. Wait, before that, I met Cynthia and Eve at the hospital and I gave them a ride home.
And there he was, waiting.
No. We were there. We spent a while talking before he came.
And what happened?
Well, when the man entered, Lincoln was in such a rage. I didn't even understand. He didn't even acknowledge that I was there, really.
For real?
Yeah, man, I felt so bad, especially the things he was saying.
Like,
Well, he was hitting on Eve and accusing me of trying to steal his wife.
Well,
What?
are you trying to steal?
No. Well, Lincoln has been too abusive to Cynthia, and I just needed her to see that she does not have to take any of it.
So you have feelings for the Shabin?
She...
Wow.
What?
You have it bad.
Man, from the first time I saw her, when we were introduced, I mean, I know how it could look, seeing as Lincoln is my friend and all.
Yeah, but you have been there with them. I guess trying to look out for her.
Well, that's just the thing.
What?
I'm just as guilty as he.
What? What are you saying, man? You always defended me against Lincoln.
Yeah, but I waited too long for Cynthia.
Well, you can have her.
It's not as easy as that. Not as easy as you think.
How you mean? You want her, she wants you.
That's just the thing, Al. Chief, I think she wants me. She hooked on her Lincoln.
Wow. After all the things he has done to her. What?
Yes, man. The woman sees me as a friend. All how Lincoln abused, refused, he cheated, all, she's still there. I wish I had a woman like that. I wish I had that woman. Ah, Cinti.
What an eventful day, Louise. You don't have to say anything, Lou. So you actually beat her up?
Evan, let it wait for later.
And the guard threw you out?
I was not thrown out, Evan.
So what happened then?
I do not really want to speak, Evan. The atmosphere is not conducive.
Okay. We're almost home anyway. Okay, driver, bus stop. So why you keep sighing like that? You have no bruises, no cuts, no blood.
Why can't you behave? At least wait till we get home.
But we home already.
Evan, we're still in public.
So, you love me. Come here, baby, come.
I cannot begin to understand how people could be so cruel. I mean, in this day and age, some establishments still doing that foolishness.
Maybe they have a vendetta against the black man.
Well, I just wash that piece of weave she had on her head. They think I'm joking.
Louise?
You should have seen her. She came in my face. I would not have it. I wonder,
Louise?
When I asked her what was the reason for the dismissal, she could not even say.
Lou?
I said, how could you discriminate against someone because of their skin color? That's master duty. Slavery was abolished since 1838. Apartheid? God knows. And racism? That's just ridiculous.
Louise, come here.
This nonsense has got to stop. It cannot continue. Nobody else should experience this stupidness. You will be the last, Evan. You'll be the last Lucian. I'll go for that. Mark my words.
Come here, Lou, come here. Listen, I have you and you have me. We have each other, so all of that, it doesn't matter anymore, Louise. At the end of the day, things will work out. You'll see.
Evan.
Louise, everything that has happened, it showed me that we really need to cherish our relationships.
Yes.
Life is too short, my love. And honestly, I'm so sorry for the way I've been treating you lately.
It's okay. I understand that your frustrations have raised our union. I myself probably have not been as understanding, but I'll try my utmost to help us grow.
You know what, Louise? Come, let's go and get ready.
Okay. Let's.
George, visitor, huh? I don't want you to know.
Lincoln.
Hey.
Lincoln.
Hey, Cynthia, you come to get me out. Please, Cynthia, get me out of this God-forsaken place, huh?
Lincoln, how are you doing, my dear?
How are you? Look at me. Cynthia, how you think I am? I want to go home, to my home.
Link, I'm trying everything I can to get you out.
Well, you're not trying hard enough, Cynthia.
Lincoln, what more you expect me to do? I have done all I can. You are the one that need to control yourself. Obviously, you have not learned anything while you are here.
I have not learned anything? Me? You think I'm a schoolboy in a classroom?
No, Lincoln, I did not say that. I was only trying to get you to understand.
You are only trying to make sure I am out of the way for you and your cohorts to enjoy what is left of me, my house, and my money.
Lincoln, that is not true. You always have those crazy ideas that make no sense.
Of course my ideas not making sense. Because y'all already make your complot. You, your mother, your children, and Owen.
Owen?
Yeah?
Lincoln, there is nothing between me and Owen. Nothing. I don't know why you keep getting at her.
Cynthia, oh la con vie imbécile. You can't see Owen want you. What? Which is why he put me in here. Huh?
But Lincoln, you hit me in front of the police. So what you expect, huh?
But you're not behaving your flipping self, huh? Behaving like a naive wretch. I hate you.
Lincoln, you don't mean this. You don't mean that, Lincoln.
Don't mean what? You and your man well waiting for me to die, for you to enjoy the little cacada I work hard for.
That is not true, Lincoln.
That's not true. Don't forget I know you, Cynthia. The only thing is I didn't make you up. Vieille vicieuse. Coyotisou toujours devant moi.
Lincoln, why you saying
Yes,
that? Why?
Yes. You've been harboring feelings in your heart for Owen from the moment you meet.
No, Owen, don't say that. I mean Lincoln.
Oh,
don't say that.
You see? Now you calling his name for me.
That's not true. You said it first, and it got stuck in my head. Yeah, you're just trying to confuse me.
Confuse you? You're confusing your own self.
Listen, Lincoln.
No. We really bold these days, eh?
Look at you. Where are you now? You behind bars, Lincoln. Yeah, and where am I? I am out. I'm free. I'm outside the bars. If you want help, Lincoln, you must listen. Lincoln, listen. You are dead wrong about me and Owen. There is nothing between the two of us. Nothing. So you need to get that nonsense out of your mind.
I tell you already. I may look stupid, but
Lincoln, listen. If I did not love you, Lincoln, you think I would have stayed here with you for so long? And even now, look, I am here, I'm standing here before you with all my love, Lincoln, and I still hoping that you can change.
But Cynthia...
Don't but Cynthia me, okay? I am tired of your shit. I spend the best part of my life wanting to please you, Lincoln. And I wanted you to feel my deepest desires. But all you keep on doing is bringing me down, hurting me and destroying my life, my family, our home.
Cynthia.
Let me finish. When I married you, Lincoln, you know what, wait. When you forced me to marry you, you know I was still very young. I was a child. You stole my innocence, Lincoln. You made me pregnant. Then you made your promises. You made me love you. And you hurt me. You hurt me, Lincoln. You hurt our family.
That cannot be my family, Cynthia. Nobody not on my side.
You hurt everybody. Look at how you treat your own flesh and blood. How could you say that if it's not your child? When the girl loves you like her own soul. Sure, she chose a lifestyle you may not approve of, but she's still your daughter.
She's...
Don't say it. We all know that it was your sperm, nobody else's. You, Lincoln, you should not even discriminate because you know what, Lincoln? You are the chief of evil. Them who are men. Okay, I'm supposed to be your wife, yes. Yet you drag your backside all over the place as if you are single. You have not been faithful. Yet I have stayed with you. You shut up. I know all about your escapades. Owen told me. You see all the shabbings? How could you do this? You had at least 1 3 times a week. Like you're trying to give me some kind of disease or what? I had better go and get an AIDS test.
I always used protection.
Use protection? Like that should make me feel better? Huh?
I'm a man, Cynthia. And I will do what men will do. And there's nothing you can do about it. All I know is, when I get out of this hellhole, you will see what I will do, y'all.
Oh, so you have not learned anything from being in this place, Lincoln?
Wait, what? What you think? So, I don't know what you're doing. I tell you, when I come out, I pass in my watch on all of you. It will be hell and damnation when I finish with you all. Now, finish Guazo!
Baby, Trudy, why are you so sad?
Nothing.
Oh no, don't blame nothing. Look, he's over there crying too because you said nothing. Well, I asked you what happened because you are crying. You said nothing happened to you, so nothing did something to you and caused you to cry. Never mind, honey. But I got your attention. So tell me, who beat you?
Nobody.
So why are you crying, my love?
Auntie.
School? What about school? Somebody hit you? You just started today and somebody already troubling you?
Auntie.
Okay, my baby. Okay, so what happened?
The children in class made the same terrible things about the town.
For true? I will have to march down there tomorrow and beat their little backsides.
No, Auntie. Don't do that.
Okay, so what were they saying?
They was calling me names and say I was poor.
Really? Like what, baby?
Like you didn't have a car.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You are not poor, my girl. You have a mommy and a daddy who loves you. An auntie. And a whole lot of people. And love you very rich.
Yes, Auntie.
And you said Uncle Al. They call him names, you say?
Yes, Auntie.
Wow. What names do they call him?
Names like Homo.
Wow. Homo. Wow. In first grade?
Auntie also.
And there you have it. Episode 19 of St. Lucia's premiere. St. Lucia's premiere radio drama, I Write. And boy, it was hot tonight. There are a lot of things coming out of that one tonight. Don't forget the number to call, 758-458-2488. The WhatsApp number, 489.
I Write. St. Lucia's latest radio drama.
This man is making me crazy. I cannot deal with this.
With BFF, I Write.
I just can't with all of these responsibilities.
Every Monday.
I hear the talk, and you perpetuate.
Okay, so I was giving you that number. The WhatsApp number, 758-489-4781. And of course, you could also view us and listen to us live on Facebook. Of course, you could leave your comments. Make your comments. Ask your questions. Don't forget to call and participate. And so we're going to go straight into it. Yes, straight into it. And of course, we're going to be starting with... No, not tonight. We are starting with Lincoln tonight. No. Of course, I want to say good evening to those of you already on watching on Facebook. I want to say good evening to Vanessa Taylor. Hi, how you doing? Hi. I want to say good evening to Kimberlyn McPhee. Good evening to you. And of course, Samantha Eugene. Of course, I also want to say good evening to the folks in St. Vincent and the Grenadines listening. I want to say good evening to Natalia, to Alroy, to Natisha, to Natura. And of course, Miss Adams Bino, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How you doing? Hello. And for those of you listening in the USA, in London, and of course and around the world, those of you listening on our tune-in platform, and of course those of you who have the hitzfm app, I want to say good evening to you. But let's go straight into it, and of course we're going to be dealing straight. We're going to go to Owen and of course Cynthia. And of course Owen is now lamenting the fact that Cynthia is still in love with her husband, even after she has suffered so much under him, so much, has been through all that pressure, all that torment, the abuse, whether it was physical, emotional, mental, whatever you want to think about, whatever kind of abuse that you want to think about. Lincoln has exacted all these abuses on his lovely wife Cynthia, and of course their friend Owen, you know, after trying to help out, speaking to Lincoln over and over again, and now Lincoln has done the deed that, you know, nobody should do, and has ended up behind bars for it, even though he was a police officer. And that just goes to show you that no one is above the law. Owen is now lamenting the fact that Cynthia is still holding on to Lincoln in a way that he thinks she should not be holding on to him. And of course he goes to the barbershop and he's talking to the guys, and he's telling the fellas, you know, even after all that, you know, Cynthia's still in love with Lincoln, and he's now realizing maybe there's no chance for him, because he's now coming forward and saying, look, let me tell you something, boldface, I love the woman. Moi aime femme là. Ek monsieur a fait femme ça. Tout bagay qui pas bon. Huh? He's in prison now. She gets a chance to live her life. And he's seeing, you know, maybe that's their chance, that's his chance to be with the person that he has been in love with for so long. But still, Cynthia, in his mind, Cynthia is still holding on to Lincoln. You know, like again, I mean, callers, we have discussed, listeners, we have discussed it many a time. Many of people have spoken on it, and it is not a very easy thing to do, to just get up and just walk out. You know, it is not very easy to do. First of all, you've been taking that abuse for so long. Your self-esteem, your pride, your everything is at an all-time low. you do not feel as if like you are worth anything. But along comes people who, you know, care about you and give you that strength to now take the necessary steps for you to at least get some soulagement to all that abuse that you were taking. We have to understand that it is not an easy road to come back or to just get up and say, okay, so, you know, the person there, it is not easy. And we can see that tonight with Cynthia. Okay? We can see that with Cynthia. We can also see that when, as much as he has tried, and, you know, there's no quick fix to it. There is no quick fix to that. You have to realize that, you know, even if you have when you have a broken bone, they put it in a cast. I mean, they treat it, they try to line it back, whatever is the open reduction or whether they put the screws in it or the iron plate or whatever. But they put it in a cast. That bone takes a little while to heal. Okay? And even in the healing, there might be a little pain, a little pulling, a little tugging, a little something. Okay? But it takes a while to heal. Very same process here. Cynthia now, you know, Owen needs to understand that Cynthia needs time to heal. And all that can happen right now is to give her the full support to get her back on her feet. I understand probably Owen sees, yeah, that's his chance, but he's just not getting nothing. It is almost as if, and let's go to the local palace, and I know some of the technicians may be laughing when I say it, but yes, it almost seems as if Owen is getting a go well. But again, you have to understand, you know, the dynamics of when somebody really does care about you. They don't want to see you in that state. They want to see you go back and make the same mistakes again, and such and such and such. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours to make. We'll come back to Owen and Cynthia and Lincoln. But let's move on to something that's a little bit more, you know, disturbing. And it's disturbing to me. And I'm sure it should be disturbing to folks who are listening tonight, to folks who are viewing tonight. You know, it should be a little bit disturbing to those of you who are in authority, or you own a business, or you are in the human resource department, or whatever, wherever you are working, whatever position of authority that you have, you should listen tonight. So, Evan and Louise coming home, and of course, Evan is very anxious to it. Well, you know already, lady said, look, man, take your time. I mean, you know, this is not the place, time and place for everything. Call the Pastor Stewart. Time and place, you know, time and place. But yes, so they get home and, you know, Louise is fuming at the way, fuming, I mean, very upset and angry at the way that the human resource person dealt with her, and the reasons or the way in which her husband lost his job. You can't mean to tell me that these things still exist today in 2019, in this new millennium. We're just 19 years into it, almost 20 years into it. In this new millennium, we still face, whether it is your religion, whether it is your race, whether it is anything,